Hi, I'm Becky Rose Dungeon Girl, and you are watching episode 19 of the Return of the Winged Trinity D&D 5th edition campaign, featuring these wonderful players. And this is probably the last episode, which, depending on what the players do, of course, there's no controlling players. They'll do their own thing. They always do. But the story is kind of reaching its natural conclusion. So, if you're tuning in for the first time tonight, good luck following it. I hope you do, though. Odds aren't great because there's 19 episodes have gone by, which means a lot of stuff has happened. Right now, our heroes are climbing up the mile-high prison tower, heading up into the clouds to meet the hag in the tower, Repugnant Zel. And they're traveling with the priestess Nixon, who they have identified as the daughter of the queen, and a dragon of metallic nature, one of the good guys. And they're hoping that Mixon will swing the balance in the final fight between good and evil that's about to happen, well, now. So all my players are going, can we long rest? Can we long rest? No, you can't. There's no time. So those of you who've been following this this campaign know that every episode I pick an album that reflects something that happens in the real world, and that sort of informs the name of the episode. And if the players quote songs from the album during the game in their character's speech, then they get inspiration. This week's album is by a band called Underneath the Gun, and it is called Forfeit Misfortunes. Those of you who watch my Facebook live stream will know what that's about, or at least some of what that's about. The actual forfeit. I did mention that on the Facebook stream, didn't I? I can't remember. Basically, I have some forfeits to do because I lost a game of Blood Rage. Yes, and Jay's sitting there looking all smug because they won a game of Blood Rage. I can't imagine how those two things are related. Anyway, let's introduce the players. I've already mentioned Jay, so let's start with Jay playing Ardus. Go, say stuff.
Yes, I am indeed playing Ardus, who is not blue and has normal webbed feet. Well, not normal webbed feet, normal feet for a halfling. And he appears to be the only one who seems to be able to survive and come back in various forms, and he's ready to do this and finally sort out all this hag stuff going on and the time lapsing and craziness.
Yes, but at this moment in time, Ardus is about 85% opaque, having gone slightly transparent in a plot device ripped straight from Back to the Future. So let's hear from Steffi.
I'm Steffi. I play Follis, Blacksmith, Master Fisherman, and I am going to go up against my fairy godmother and the voice in my head, or at least one of them.
That's right, Follis is a hunchback half-dwarf, half-elf, a mutated spawn against nature who has voices in his head. And let's hear from Phil.
Hello, I'm playing Quillen, a human pirate, and last episode we broke into a prison and killed the guards. We rushed up the tower, met a priestess who we convinced was actually a princess and a dragon in disguise, and now I'm not sure if we're going to go up or down.
Clue, you're going up. And let's hear from Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark playing Savannah, a tiger folk monk character. He seems to be losing most of his weapons most of the time, but isn't too worried about it. But he would really, really like a long rest. But yeah, we're still going up.
So let's get right to it. Hurry, says the princess. Hurry, says the princess. We don't have long if we're going to get to the tower. Sorry, get to that. So my cat has come in at just the right moment to completely throw me. Hello, kitten. Gonna come up on camera so these people know I'm not insane and talking to myself. No.
No, I think
Okay.
these people know you already, Becky.
Hello, I'm insane and talk to myself. So, yes, hurry if we're going to get to the hag on time to stop the what was they stopping again? I can't remember. There's a reason you have to hurry. There was a plot device and everything. Oh gosh, it's
The dragons.
yes, the dragons. They must find out that they're dragons before they meet the hag. And so you start rushing up the stairwell to try and get to the hag before they get there. But unfortunately, as you're just one floor away at the top of the tower with the wisps of cloud floating in through the window and there's a gentle mist in the air, it's all very creepy. You hear the top of the tower sounds like it's been blown off, and you see out of the window 3 dragons take their shape, transforming into dragons as they fall. They started off as various humanoid characters and take their shape into dragons as they fall from the top of the towers and swoop up and away from the tower.
Oh no, it looks like we're too late.
Wow. That's cool.
So Savannah, you're staring out of the window in order, I presume, because
Yeah.
you're observant
Looking at the
in that
dragons,
response. So could you make a perception roll for me, please?
Yeah. Passive perception.
No, active perception, because you're actively looking out the window at these dragons. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's 11. Perception is only +2 anyway, so that'd be 13.
13. Okay. I should have set a DC for that before you rolled, and I didn't. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll it. I'm actually just going to roll the DC. DC is 14. Ah, well. Kind of everything, right?
Yeah.
So,
I am running. I am bolting as fast as my stubby little legs will go.
up or down?
Up.
Up.
Yeah, I'm also going to go up and follow.
And Quillen?
I'm going to take a couple steps down and then turn around and notice everyone's going up and sort of like hesitantly follow them. I'm not too sure that's where I want to be.
Okay, you get to, at the very top of the steps, a very small landing, and then a thick oaken door. Savannah, you notice that the island down below that this prison tower is built on, the rocks alarmingly look like skulls.
Ooh. That doesn't look good.
What's that?
Those down there look like skulls.
Oh,
What?
Can this place get any weirder?
Well, at least they're down there at the moment.
Did they look like they fell?
I suppose they could have done, but they seem to be whole skulls.
As you study them closer, they appear to be small skulls, like the skulls of babies or children.
Oh. Quite. I whisper to the group, didn't she eat children?
Yes, she did. There was something about sacrificing a baby to her. Ugh.
Wow.
Well, we don't have one of those.
How old are you?
I'm 16'4". Gods.
Nah.
Look at my sideburns. I'm not a baby.
Well, you're only 4 or 5 days since the tree.
That does not count. She doesn't know about the tree. You're not sacrificing me to some damn hag up in a tower.
Okay, well, we'll try not
Well,
to.
not, but I'm pretty sure she knows everything. She's been saying stuff that she couldn't possibly know to me before.
Well, we're going to see here. What's the princess doing, by the way? The princess.
Okay, so she's a little bit disturbed by everything that's just happened, and she's kind of paused on the stairs, sort of. Okay, some of you are running up, some of you are lingering behind. We've got to stay together. We can't face the hag alone.
Come on, let's go. And I start up the stairs after her.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
get my crossbow.
you get to you're disarmed. You're all disarmed.
Oh yes, of course.
I
Apart from
have
me.
the halberd from the guy that Quillen killed by
He did,
accident.
yes.
Yes, you have a halberd. Yes.
I have claws.
Okay. There stands before you a large oaken door.
Does it open? Does it put touch?
You go up to and touch the door. It feels like ancient wood. It's dry and very splintery.
I press my ear against the door.
You feel the sharp pricks of wood against your ear and listen intently beyond. And you hear a loud whooshing sound. Just the one. One moment, Your Highness, says an old voice. You can come in, you know. It's rude to stand at someone's door and listen.
See, I told you, she sees everything.
Here's everything by the sounds of it.
Yeah, that's a bit scary, that.
Go on, she's your friend. Go in first.
I go on first.
Okay. You tentatively open the door to see what is going to be facing you. It appears that the top of the tower has the roof of it has been blown off and is exposed to the elements. The walls around the circular top of the tower are sort of broken at different heights all the way around. Standing or perched on the edge of this wall is the first thing you sort of really notice is the huge draconic form of the ancient red dragon that is the queen. The next thing you notice is the prince who you believe you have met and spoken to, Prince Wilhelm, who is in his human form and is stood next to the queen. The hag stands in the middle of the tower. Her long hair runs from her head through a spinning wheel and then over the side of the tower.
Hi.
A failure has come to see me.
I do that.
You have chosen a very inopportune moment.
I do that too.
Ignore these people, says the queen. They are insignificant. Where is Sarlam? The hag turns to the queen slowly, smiles. He is where he has always been since the fall. He is in Dath Ptar. Now, would anybody like to make a knowledge roll? I'm going to set the DC as 14.
History, presumably.
This is more knowledge. It's a thing, isn't it?
16.
Is that skill? Yeah.
What do you mean
18.
knowledge?
Isn't knowledge a skill, or am I thinking of the wrong games?
No.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I'm a total expert at 5th edition.
Inside?
Yeah,
History or religion?
history will be fine.
Yeah, okay, that's 18 then.
Oh, so
Okay.
modified.
I got the fast total of 6.
Anyway, I don't know.
Sorry, issue with muting whilst coughing there. Right, so those of you who passed the roll know of the city of Duthpatar. So, 1,000 years ago, when the world was shattered, they several things came through the for want of a better word, I'm just going to call it a rift now. I'm sure I had a better name, but I've forgotten. Doesn't matter. So, the rift between worlds. One of those things was the Dragon Queen. because dragons are not native to this world at all. And another one of those things was this race of necromantic creatures, and they appeared at the same time, and they appear to guard the rift and stop creatures from other worlds from coming in. But they believe they're very much nobody goes there. Nobody who ever goes there comes back. And very occasionally somebody from Duthpatar will venture out from the city and explore the world and then return. But they're very secretive people. They appear to worship a religion of undeath, like they seek eternal life through death. That's pretty much all you guys know about it. But yes, what the hag has just said is that Salon has always been in Duthpatar. And the brood mother, says the queen. There was talk of a Wyvern Rock raid, but it has not happened. She will join us. Good, says the queen. Then she turns to face you guys at the door. What are you still doing here? And as her body language appears to get more aggressive, like she's about to unleash her breath weapon, at that moment, Tio lands. Oh, wrong overlay. The gold dragon. Children, hop onto my back. I will take you away from here.
I jump on straight away.
I hesitate, thinking maybe I could take all three of them, but then get on the dragon.
Wow.
Yeah, if everyone's leaving, I'm leaving too.
Okay. As Mixon tries to get on, Tio brushes her off, knocking her over the side of the tower, and then takes off. As he takes off and banks around, you see Mixon taking her form, the brass dragon, as she tumbles down towards the ground.
Told you so.
Takes the form of the brass dragon and of course flies up. Really, you really were in grave danger speaking to them. What were you doing, says Tio.
Well, we were
Something
trying to
incredibly
do
stupid.
that. Sorry, I had two at once.
Something incredibly stupid.
Something incredibly brave.
You must tell me what you heard.
We heard that the Wyvern Mother is still going to join them, and that Sarlon is in Duthtar.
Sarlon arrives. That will put us in grave peril. That man can control time.
Yeah, we apparently played with that in a different time.
Right, so Tio, on hearing that, he suddenly darts off towards the coast and lands actually not too far from the gold warehouse where this campaign went to in the first or second episode. Lands there on the shore and kind of lowers himself for you to get off.
Okay, I tell Tio that my previous self has seen him badly injured in the caverns under the mountain.
Previous self was from the future. Yes, your aura. Aura. It's clearly traveled through time.
Oh, not Aura again.
You have a slight hint of the same shimmers of color that Sarlon himself emanates.
Yeah,
You must tell me how you traveled through time.
we
By
were at the,
accident is the best way to describe it.
yeah, we were at the top of Sarlon's Reach. There was a machine there.
Sarlon's Reach.
There is a way through in the mountain.
Near the
No.
realm of the giants.
And the crucible at the top?
Yes, that
Yes,
is
it
it.
was a crucible.
Very well. That machine must be destroyed.
Well, we did a good job at it.
We
We
may
might
have
break it a
broken the
bit.
lever.
No, properly destroyed. You will need... I can't go. I must stay here and fight the Queen. There is no other dragon strong enough. But you will go. You will, won't you?
Of
I can
course.
see there is good in you.
There is much gold also in that warehouse, if you need it.
You will need better equipment.
We haven't
Let me
got any.
take-
Yeah, we
Let
haven't
me
got
take
any
you
equipment.
somewhere. The grave of Maggie Pryor. One of my
What?
One of my former incarnations was as Maggie Pryor.
Oh, I didn't know she was dead.
You are the Maggie Pryor.
I was in a former life. I have lived many lives.
You see, Artis has become speechless, and like his hands start to shake and sweat, and he's kind of covering his mouth like that, and he's just like, "Oh, I never thought that I would ever meet Maggie Pryor for obvious reasons, but I could learn so much from you."
No, you don't understand. You have not
He's a
met Maggie
dragon.
Pryor. I died as Maggie Pryor. I am Tio, bringer of life, the creator god who created all of life.
And
There's a dragon god and you're excited because he used to play an instrument?
she did not used to just play an instrument. She was a bagpiping legend. She is known throughout halfling history.
Because she managed to make bagpipes sound good.
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
It's because of her that I've kept my career going.
Well, bagpipes were not my favorite instrument. I actually used to prefer the hammered dulcimer. You can play the hammered dulcimer, can you not?
It's quite a complex instrument, but I have been meaning to start it up, yes. I just need to get one. They're quite rare.
Yes, they are. Maggie's. Mine was special.
It was.
Can I insight that?
Sorry? Can you?
Can I insight or see if Ardis was actually going to do that?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you said. Unsight.
Insight.
Can I insight check to see if Ardis was actually going to take that up, or he's
Oh, I
just sort of
see.
trying to suck up to the dragon?
Okay, yeah, sure, make a roll.
Not bad. 18.
13. Oh, 18.
18.
18. Okay, I'll just make a willpower save.
Willpower save.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. I suppose a performance check.
Oh,
Could
wisdom
be.
save.
Deception.
I just meant you keep
Oh,
using the wrong
Oh,
terms.
gosh. Yeah, well, you did that for ages in the Clockwork Opera and you've broken my brain.
Yeah, true. Okay, so are you happy with a wisdom save or
A
performance
wisdom
check,
save or a performance check, either is fine.
Obviously, performance check, no brain.
I suppose, yes.
21.
Okay, then you can give any answer you like to Steffi on that one.
Okay, in that case, Ardis totally meant to do it, but he hasn't got around to doing it yet due to all the shenanigans.
I totally believe it.
Okay. I will take you there now. She is buried in the north of the city, one of the more prestigious archipels of the north. climb on me again.
Here we go again.
Whee!
And Tio takes off and heads with alarming speed, flying very low across the water, past Prison Island, which at this altitude, the rocks do appear to be rocks. But they still have that sort of spherical, almost skull-like look to them, but they do just look like skulls. Sorry, rocks. Words, hard, difficult. Right, so Tio flies along the water at very low altitude and heads to one of the larger archipels of the north. The north is the poorer end of the city, but of course it still has its nice places and downtrodden places. As he arrives at this archipel, he kind of sort of lifts up, banks around, and then heads down for a graveyard. And it's almost like he was about to dive bomb his way into an ancient catacomb when he suddenly, at the last moment, pulls up and lands atop this grave. Says, "Get off."
I hop off.
Okay.
Stand back. And at that moment, he lets out his lightning breath, charring the ground and splintering the stone and the grass and the earth that was atop it, shattering the entrance to a tomb below. And he slinks down into the hole.
Oh, we better follow.
Must be a big hole then.
Yes.
Okay, in that
Big
case.
lightning breath.
Yes. In that case, I follow.
Okay, you get to the edge of the hole and you look down, and inside you see a sarcophagus, and on top of which is sculpted a likeness of Maggie Pryor. Around the tomb are various accoutrements from Maggie Pryor's life. It's like when she died, she was so famous that the living sort of built a little shrine in here and then sealed her body in.
Wow.
It's the prettiest grave I've been in.
Don't touch anything.
Tio is moving over towards a hammered dulcimer. Here. This will be your weapon, Ardus.
It looks like a cheese grater.
He then spins around and goes over to the far wall. And in here, I believe, are offerings more appropriate to you, Pholus.
Ooh, I get presents.
And he takes a long look at Quillen. And then turns his head towards Savannah. You, catfolk. What could I possibly give you? I think this is the wrong grave for you. And he hops up. You will benefit from something else. Quillen, you will come with me too. Savannah, Quillen, jump on.
What about the others? We shouldn't split up.
They have business in the tomb.
We do?
Gather your things. Get on, now.
Okay. Come on.
I get it.
Okay, and Tia flies off and for the moment takes you away. So, the two that remain, what are you going to do there? So you're stood above this tomb, looking down into this hole.
I go in the hole.
What business will we have down there?
Well, the stuff Tia only showed you. He didn't take it out.
No, I'm just saying in character.
Okay.
I suppose we better find out.
I'm looping around the tomb, but I'm trying not to touch anything.
Okay,
Because
so
Ardus will see me.
you climb down. it is full of so much stuff. There are so many offerings here. There are songbooks. There's quite a lot of gold. There are gold things and jewel things. There are some all sorts of wonderful things. And in one corner is a pile of what presumably was some organic matter, maybe food or something that was offered at the time of her death, but that has rotted away. You get the sense that there are some very ancient things in here, and some of them could be very powerful.
Okay. All right.
I look to Ardis.
Okay, I'm going to get out the dulcimer, and I'm just going to sort of try and play a little tune on it. Very sort of tranquil.
Okay, could you make a performance roll?
Yes. 22.
Well, you ace that. Oh, 1 second, because I haven't picked up the thingies I meant to pick up. Yeah, a beautiful tune starts emanating. Even though you didn't think you could play it, you find that you can. Although you definitely feel that with more practice you could do something much better. Where the blinking hell is the thing there it is. You also find that little lights, like spheres of light, start appearing around you, and they sort of move in very eccentric patterns and little sparkles, and almost like little glowing butterflies start flowing around in between the lights. And Pholus, you are watching this in absolute awe.
Yeah, I tried to touch one
You
of
can't.
the
You're just stood there stunned watching this.
I drove it.
So, are these butterflies doing anything specific, or are they just sort of flying around?
No, it's just a kind of just something that, yeah, just in amongst all of they look like they're very much part of this magical effect. So you've got sparkling lights and glowing colours, little dots of colour, and in amongst it all, these little glowing butterflies are fluttering around.
Okay. So, I mean, does this light anywhere? Does it emit more light in the area?
It does illuminate the place somewhat, yes.
Okay, in that case, I sort of move further in and hope that these things follow me.
As you're playing the dulcimer, so what are you lifting up the dulcimer, and I suppose I'm going to allow you to strap the dulcimer over you or something. And,
I suppose it would have a strap that could like, sort of let it hang down so I can then play it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like an electric guitar.
Yeah, so yes, it moves around with you. Pholus, you haven't moved at all. You're just stood there watching this stuff, just in an utter amazement.
Pretty.
Pholus, are you coming?
Pholus can't respond.
Pholus? I stop playing and kind of like click in front of his eyes.
As you stop playing, the lights and the butterflies start to fade away and flutter out of existence, and Pholus can respond again.
That's nice. You do that
You're
again.
Right.
I like that a lot better than the bagpipes.
Yeah, so much that you stopped completely still. It's like you froze.
I didn't. I was just listening.
Wait a minute. Okay, what I do is I take out my flask of wine, and hopefully I can do it quickly enough. Oh, actually, no. Wait, no. Yeah. Right, I take off the top, and I start pouring it out, and then I quickly, like, as I'm holding it, I start hitting the dulcimer again.
Okay, so the lights start appearing. Pholus, you are again mesmerized, and yes, the wine does stop pouring in midair.
Okay, I stop playing and try and rescue the rest of the wine. I say, Pholus, this can allow me to stop time.
What?
You that's why you were still, because time had stopped, and I tested with the wine, and the wine stopped in midair.
I was wondering why you were trying to pour wine away. Thought you were elbow.
Well, I know it's very unlike me, but this can stop time.
So
What did the dragon give you?
I haven't found it yet. But you told me not to put anything.
He pointed to a book.
I go and I look at artist to see if I'm allowed to pick up the book.
Well, if the dragon said you could, then yes.
Okay. I take the book. So I'll read through it.
Okay. Bear with me a moment, because I should have prepared this beforehand and completely forgot. Sorry. The well-prepared GM. I should wing it, but you know what? Sod it. Yes, so yes, there's a book, and you start reading it, and you can't think of any reason why this book would be... Why would... What? So you start sort of fumbling through it. It seems completely innocuous and pointless. It's just a book about random... It seems to be random words. Absolutely random.
It's called a dictionary.
Whilst Pholus is reading this book, Ardus, everything around him almost looks like an oil painting.
Pholus, can you see this?
Huh? I look up from the book.
Okay, so what you were facing at the time, Pholus, was the back wall and the box that the book was found in. And that now does look very much like an oil painting.
I poke it.
Your hand goes into it, because in it, as and you pull your hand out, you see colours of ink and paint sort of running off your fingers.
Okay, did it feel solid at the back?
So
like,
you
I could
put
go
your
right
hand
through it?
you put your hand back in and start reaching in, and
No, I take my halberd and use the
okay,
handle
yeah.
side.
So you poke the halberd in, and it goes back a good foot.
This could be really useful for breaking things.
I stick my hand in and feel about.
Yeah, you feel about, and you get to the back wall, and it feels like earth beyond. But yeah, and as you pull your arm out, about a foot or so up your arm is just dripping in ink-like paint.
Close the book.
I close the book.
As you close the book, the paint splashes out of existence, and you are left with a wall that has a halberd-sized shaft hole and 2 handprints, basically, or 2 arm holes.
See, this would be great to break something with.
Is the paint on my arm still wet?
Now that's splattered out of existence. As the book closed, it was like the wind from the book just blew it off, and it evaporated.
We could escape any prison with this.
Yep. We could destroy anything with this, like solid houses we could cause to crumble.
We could rob anyone.
Yes, we could.
Um,
Maybe we should do that after this whole thing. Of course, Salon's Reach. We can use that as Salon's Reach to destroy the machine.
I never seen it with these eyes before, but if you say so.
Okay, so do you do anything else whilst you're in the tomb?
No.
I look
don't.
around for some sort of armor.
You find some halfling-sized armor. It appears to be metal.
Will this fit you?
Maybe, and I look at my portly beer belly.
It would be an awkward fit for the belly, but the breast area has ample space for you.
All right, I'll try it on.
Blacksmith tools, so I could probably like smash it in to fit the belly.
Okay.
Would be pretty, but it'd be more comfortable.
It's incredibly uncomfortable.
It's a bit tight across the chest. Okay, never
It's
mind.
better than nothing.
Then I kind of, when I take it off, I can breathe again. It's like, okay, I'm definitely not wearing that. I'll stick with my leather armor. Thank you very much.
There are a few weapons in here as well.
Okay.
Are we not in rags?
Sorry?
I thought we were in rags. After the prison.
Yes, you are in prison rags.
Oh yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting that.
Hmm.
Okay, then. In that case, I look for some more decent clothes if there are any.
Yes, plenty of women's halfling clothes in here.
Fantastic. I try and look for some trousers and maybe a loose blouse of some kind.
You're a slightly different size to Maggie Pryor, but yeah, you managed to get an assembler of clothes together that obviously it's baggy in the wrong places and stuff, but
If I can find nice curtains or a rug or some sheets or something like that, I make a toga.
Okay,
The nicest ones I can.
You make a toga out of what was probably meant to be a thin rug. But key I was waiting for is you have disturbed other parts of the tomb. So switching over to the other players, Tio takes you away from this island and flies up. And whilst he's up, he seemingly kicks you off his body. He barrel rolls over and wriggles his muscles so that you fall. And then he flies off spinning, and you find yourself flying down toward the ground, going, oh shit. You're quite low when, and facing imminent death, when flying underneath you is a silver dragon who you've landed on the back of. Gotcha. Yes.
I thought we were goners there.
No. Tio's just handed you over to me. Tio has to find the queen. Yes, it is. At that moment, you hear cannon fire. Trix immediately turns around. Ball! And flies very fast off towards the cannonballs.
Where are you going? You're coming.
Hang on! Ball! In midair, whilst the cannonball is actually getting near the end of its flight and is about to hit a building that one of the dragons was on not long ago, Tio catches a couple of the dragon balls from a barrage that was fired. I got them!
Yeah, jolly good tricks. What are you going to do with them?
Play!
Okay. Didn't Tio have some instructions for you?
Yes. Hang on. We've got to gain altitude. And he starts flying vertically upwards at a velocity that is much faster than Tio was flying. And as he does so, he starts spinning around as he gains altitude. And when he gets to the very top, flips over and starts heading down incredibly quickly towards the boat which fired the cannon. And at the height of his dive bomb, he lets the two balls go and lifts up. I like balls.
No kidding.
I used to like balls. I think I'm going off them now.
My name's Trix. Yes, Tio asked me to go to a special place. We're going to House Helm. Yes. and he barrel rolls over a few times and whooshes off towards one of the archipels in the south of the city. And I can't remember if you've been there or not to this particular archipel. Anyway, it's a small archipel, and on the side of this archipel is a large wooden maze of buildings with pontoons and platforms and raised walkways and stuff between them, at the center of which is a very large manor house. "Hold on," says Trix as he crashes through the outer walls, leaving a slightly larger than dragon-shaped hole in it as he crashes into the building and into the main hall. There's a shower of splinters of wood and dust and debris as he crashes into the floor of this appears to be quite a large room that you've ended up in. The carpet gets dragged up underneath Trix as he's screeching to a halt, and you're aware that several people have toppled over.
Ooh,
Oh, that's different from traveling by boat.
spectacular.
There! Against the wall! Historic armor. That's for you, Quillen.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So I'll walk over and start inspecting it, and playing with that.
It appears to be a set of ancient armor.
Is it like plate armor? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Trix turns to a very petrified-looking high elf at the back of the room. Who's quite an elderly high elf. He's got some wrinkles in his skin. His hair's gone white. The brush. Find the brush now. Hand it over. Yes, yes. The brush. You know which one I mean. Yes. And the old man said, and he rummages around in a chest next to what you think there was a throne there a moment ago before the carpet just toppled it all over. And he rummages around and has a paintbrush and you want this, sir? Yes, yes. Give it to the cat. Go, cat. Take brush. Take brush. Go.
Oh. Yeah, he walks over and thank you.
What is it you've got?
It's a bush. Could you describe the bush? Is it a
It
bush
is
for fur or a paintbrush or a...
It is a paintbrush, quite large, much cleaner than this one. But basically, it's it's like that.
Okay.
A
Yeah,
brush?
I'm not much of an artist, but does it come with any paint?
Well, glad I got the armor.
Silly cat.
So what does it do?
Well, it paints.
Okay. I look around and if there's a clear section of wall, I'll start doodling on the wall with the paintbrush.
Okay, what do you draw?
I'll draw a face.
Okay, so you draw a face. It's much better than you've ever painted previously. Then when you finish it, the face emerges from the wall. Ah, master, you have created me. Why did you make a living thing? Foolish cat. Foolish cat, now living thing must be tended. It has no body.
Oh, okay. I'll draw a body.
And then it dies. You
Oh,
first paint the insides, fool.
oh, okay. You should have said so.
It
You
was
just said
better
it
off
painted.
left as a cat, so left as a face. You killed it. Tia would be mad. Come,
Yes.
come, grab your armor. Let's go. Must rejoin the others.
Okay. Can you just strap some of this armor on, because it's quite heavy and I can't reach all the buckles.
You're just
Okay.
taking our stuff and leaving.
Hey,
Yes,
well,
No,
for your
I-
side.
says Trix.
I left you a dead body.
Dead body?
Well, a dead whatever it was that came out of the wall.
Oh, I see. Yes, sorry.
Yes, no time to explain.
Yeah, you can keep that.
I'm not arguing, but who are you? I have
We
tricks.
are the Wing Trinity. Oh no, that's just going on the wall.
I have
We are
tricks
the
mastered
four
the sky.
musketeers.
These two.
I'm
These two are coming.
Savannah.
I'm Quillen.
Yeah, so thank you.
They're
Thank you.
going on an adventure to make the world still again. Yes.
Seems pretty.
Apparently we're going to do something really important, and I need a paintbrush to do it.
Yes, they're going to fix the world.
Fix
They're
the
going
world.
to make it still again.
He seems to know what we're doing anyway.
No, I'm glad he does. Well, I tend to agree. I'm glad he does because I don't.
Hop on. Hop on.
Back up in the air again.
Yeah. Tricks. No more playing with balls.
I like balls.
Right.
Yeah, but it's frightening for us. We'll get you a ball once we've landed again.
No. I have to kill Dragon. But come on. Hop on.
Okay.
We must kill the prince before the wyverns arrive.
Okay. We'll climb back on.
I thought
Okay.
you didn't like killing things.
I'm the master of the sky. All I care about is flying.
Okay, so we'll keep this between you and me, not tell Tio.
Oh, Tio. Tio loves life.
Yeah.
Come. Hates it dying. That's why he doesn't like time. And then Tio launches out of the building with you on the back. Okay. Trix flies at incredible speed back towards the others and drops you off. Lands. Now, Trix must go fight. We will send you Mixon. Yes, Mixon. New dragon. Friend. Going to like her. She will take you to Salon's Reach. You destroy time. Bye!
Oh,
Then he flies
you're
off.
breaking up, Becky.
Wow.
Oh. I'll say the bit again. So Trix takes you back to the rest of the party. So you're all back together again. And Trix, let's go now. Kill the prince. But we'll send you Mixon. So she will take you to Salon's Reach, and you will destroy time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Trix takes off, and you hear another battery of cannon fire, and he goes, "Boo!"
They ought to learn and just stop shooting cannonballs.
Well, hopefully he'll find Tim.
Oh yeah, I'll have to work them in before this is over. So there you are on an unknown archipelago in the north of the city. Waiting for another dragon to arrive. Presumably.
Okay.
Is there
Are the other two out of the hole, the tomb?
Yeah, I'll let you get up without too much worry, because you weren't under pressure of time of anything.
Okay, I go over to him and say, I got a paintbrush.
Yeah, I got some armor.
I have a book.
I got a dulcimer.
Wow.
Wow. So you didn't throw away the bagpipes?
Well, I haven't got any
Please.
more bagpipes, have I? They took them
Oh.
away when I was arrested.
Best thing they've ever
I
done.
look at Quillen.
You can see that Savannah's visibly relieved at this.
The dulcimer is a very sweet sounding instrument, and apparently I can play it better than I thought I could.
Excellent.
I can also stop time with it.
Oh, that sounds handy. But
Except
Big point.
it
how
stops
useful
everything
is
else
that?
around me.
Yeah, how useful is that? I mean, you've got to play the dulcimer, and everybody else is stopped. Is that it?
Yes.
So, not a lot you can actually do, though.
We'll
Can you
see.
control it more than that?
I don't know yet. We'll have to work it out.
Have a
I can
go.
turn things into cake.
Okay.
So
If there's a little bit of time and a surface to paint on, Savannah will try to paint some arm blades.
Okay. You do indeed paint some arm blades, and they come out just fine, and they have the filigree that your original pair had.
Oh, that's cool.
wow.
I don't feel naked again now.
When I see that, I start putting requests in for armor.
Okay,
Mine's-
I'm
Mine's
over your
use-
shoulder as you do it, like,
The
no,
rapier.
do this. Yes.
Whoa. Okay, so request for armor, was it?
Yes.
So plate mail armor, I presume? Or...
No, I can only take medium.
Yeah, I'll be
Okay,
careful of that plate
so-
stuff. This stuff is heavy.
chainmail armor. Okay, what you rapidly discover is chainmail armor is very intricate. Takes a lot of painting.
one ring, 2 rings, 3 rings. How about
You're
just a
making
coif?
good progress,
How about just a coif?
but after a while, the brush stops working.
I'm
Oh.
looking.
Oh, you've
Broken.
broken it now.
Oh well, it was good while it lasted. I'll put it
Pity you
away.
didn't paint some bread and a leg of ham or something.
I opened the book.
You have half a suit of chainmail. Not even half. You have half of a hallberg. It sort of comes down and it's like a tank top chainmail.
It's very fetching.
I think I could start in a style like this.
I'm sure I've seen lots of illustrations like that in certain books.
If we've got a bit of time, can I investigate my armour as well? See if there's anything I notice about it.
Nothing at all.
Nothing
It
at all.
appears to just be plate mail armor
Okay.
so far.
BRB.
Because the ingredients you need to see what this does don't yet exist. Okay. After a while, it's almost like the dragon isn't coming. Where is everyone? You hear occasional cannon fire in the distance, and occasionally you can see the dragons flying up high. Occasionally, when they go up high, there's a fair few of them over there.
Perhaps the battle's not going very well.
How does Ardis look?
I'm kind of looking at the sky as well, looking in the distance where the cannon fire's coming from.
I mean, opaque wise.
Opacity-wise, Ardis is... That's a good question. Ardis does not look particularly good in that sense. It looks like he's lost a little bit of opacity.
So we head back and try to find the other artist before we go.
Yep, quite possibly. Or I could just constantly play the dulcimer. And then I'll have some kind of chance.
So, are we going? You're going to try and get Ardis to do what he promised in his destiny.
Yep. I think I may know how to convince him now.
Where was Ardis? I forgot. I think he was with you, wasn't he?
He was, wasn't he? Then he was,
Yeah, but then
he
he
was
went
waiting
away.
for the dragons at the opera house.
That's right. Yes, you left him there. Okay, so is that where you're headed then?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so you head down or you find the docks on this archipel. And when you get there, there's a number of Red Guard there who see you there holding the hammered dulcimer, and they're like, Isn't that from the picture in the town hall? That instrument that Maggie Pryor has? They ain't raided the grave of Maggie Pryor, have they? Hey, you, come here.
Whereabouts are these guards? Are they like near the door of the opera house?
No, the dock. You're not on the right island for the opera house. You're in the north of the city. So you've headed to the docks in order to get to the other place. So these guards. They're just milling around the docks, just making sure there's the merchants' goods are protected and so forth. So.
Okay. Because I'm very much tempted to just start playing the dulcimer and try and walk past them until I get enough distance to outrun them.
Okay. Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you play the hammered dulcimer, Savannah, Pholus, you are completely mesmerized by it. Quillen, Ardus, you aren't.
Oh, wow. That's some instrument you got there.
How come you're still able to move?
Is it the armor?
Oh, it could be. I take a look at the red guard.
As they come towards you, they become mesmerized by it.
Okay. Well, I suppose we better get past them then. Hopefully the other two will catch us up. And as I walk around them, I crescendo in order to make sure that there's definitely no chance of them being unmesmerized.
Okay. And sure enough, you walk past them, and then when you're a distance from them, it's only about 30 foot or so, but they appear to, they start moving and they go, oh, walk past us, and they start chasing after you. And then, of course, they get mesmerized every time they get close.
Can I work out sort of like how close? Is it sort of 10 feet?
It's about 30 foot.
Okay.
We could just club them when they're mesmerized.
Yeah, do you fancy?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so I kind of make sure I'm close enough to them that they're mesmerized, and then I say, would you like to do the honors?
I'll walk up behind them and buff them on the head.
Yeah, they sure enough, you put them down and
take their helmets off.
Yeah. You hurt them and hurt them badly. You could have tied them up, but no, you hurt them badly.
Pirate.
People further away though are like, hey, what are you doing? And even a few people even run in to try and help, but of course end up getting mesmerized.
Oh, this is getting out of hand.
They'll be fine. They'll just be distracted once we've moved further away enough. They'll just be distracted by all those guards.
Okay. Let's pick a boat. Which one are we taking?
Hopefully one that's nice and fast.
Yeah, you see some quick-looking boats there. Of course, it's hard to really tell without seeing the hull shape. But
if we find one pointed generally in the right direction and it looks like it's almost ready to leave, we'll hop in that one.
All right.
You see a small boat that you could probably sail by yourself. That seems more or less prepared to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So is Savannah and Pholus unmesmerised now?
Yeah, no.
Follow the distance.
Yeah.
And are we aware of what happened, or do we just think, just
whilst you're mesmerised, you're just so distracted by this display of lights and butterflies and stuff that you don't want to do anything else but watch it. The crazy thing is that this seems to apply to poured wine as well.
I'm like that too when I'm outside the 30-foot radius, but I still walk and keep up with them as well as I can.
Yeah. Okay, so you get to the boat. After a while, you notice that there's less coloured dots and butterflies around you, Ardus, but you are at the boat.
Cool. Okay, well, I'll stop playing.
And presumably, Quillen, you're going to cast off and...
I'll start getting the boat ready, yeah. Ready to go.
Yeah, it pretty much is. So you just cast off and you're away from this island. Okay, at this moment, I'm going to declare a short break. So we can go
Okay.
make coffees and blues and so forth. So,
Okay.
if you're still watching and with us, we have a few viewers, so yay, thank you. We'll be back in a few minutes. And hi, I'm back. Seems I'm the first one to get back, so whilst I'm here, let me tell you about what's coming up on my channel. So I still have the poison video, which I'm going to be putting out tomorrow. A couple of errors in it, but it's going to kind of have to go with it, I think. And I've got a game coming up in BrigadeCon, 29th of August. Tickets go on sale on the 14th, and the tickets are free. So you can play with me as your GM, and it will be absolutely ridiculous because it's pokey D&D. So any creature from the monster manual can go into a pokey cube and stuff, and it's all like steampunk, but instead of steam power, it's pokey dragon power, because I call all the monsters pokey dragons, because we're absolutely not going to mention Nintendo at all. So yes, if you fancy playing pokey D&D, then get to brigadecon.org Yep, brigadecon.org. Go to the upcoming events on the 15th of October. Be quick because I'm hoping to sell it. There's only 4 tickets. You see, 4. Right, and so yeah, 4 slots. I'm gonna be playing Pokey D&D with me GMing, and it'll be ridiculous and hopefully funny. Bring a sense of humour, please.
Oh, hi.
Hi. We're half back, just waiting for Mark and Steffi.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Pokey D&D.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good.
And straight after that, yes, you've got a game going.
I have also got Call of Cthulhu, set in the 1980s using 7th edition. Although I'm also hoping that's going to go fast if it's anything like the Expo, where my game sold out in like 2 hours or something. I've got 3 spaces for that, and hopefully it will be awesome.
So yeah, lots of opportunities to play with us coming up. But in the meantime, all the players are back. So let's resume our story after this brief cough. I'm mostly recovered, mostly. Okay, so you start sailing back, and it takes you a good couple of hours. So the crew can take, the passengers can take a short rest if they so please. Quillen cannot, is working away at sailing this thing. Yes, Kitty, I know you're there being all meowy. I'm not talking to myself. Oh, she is just on camera this time, so yay. I'm not insane. So it takes you a few hours before you get close to the island of Festivus. Hello, DM Critical Fail. I hope you're doing well. Finally joining us on the stream just halfway through a session. You'll have no idea what's going on. So you arrive at the Isle of Festivus, and I'm getting messages left, right, so where are they coming from? I think I must have a Facebook tab open somewhere. Let's close that off, unless it's really important. Yes, private message. Ooh, hot under the collar. Right. So you head back to the island of Festivus, and as you're getting close, you sight a familiar ship. It is the dwarven ironclad warship now known as Bleak Wraith. Has the soul of the Clockwork Dragon in it, the Clockwork Wraith, and it's currently firing its huge cannon at a bronze dragon by the name of Kin. And it doesn't look like Kin is doing too well against this monstrosity.
I'll shout to the others just to wake them up. It's that bloody dwarven boat again.
Hey, isn't that dragon that I played a swan song to? No wonder it's so wounded if it keeps going on like that.
Can we do anything?
I wonder if that dragon is immune to my dulcimer. If we can get closer.
Well, we can steer closer. It's not going to be able to hit us with a cannon that size and a boat this small. So
No. But perhaps if it was immune, it could just, breathe fire, whatever it does, at the ship and kill the bastard.
I'll steer towards the dwarven boat if I can.
Okay, so you head in towards it. As you're getting closer, the head of a familiar face pops out of the hatch on top. Of course, it's Tim. Master, we're being approached from behind. Okay, so you're heading in closer, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's Tim talking to? Just another thought.
I thought he was in charge.
The ship. The ship's that thing that talked to us, remember? The dragon. there.
No.
Do we know about this in character?
I'm
I'm sure we had the beeping.
I'm not sure you do. I think I just described it as a sort of a cutscene type thing. So I don't think your
Okay,
characters
my
know.
mistake. My mistake. I
No, our
misunderstood
characters
that.
did hear that same sound as in the workshop.
Yes, that's true.
So we may have inferred.
And in fact, as you get very close, you do indeed hear the ship making a familiar beeping noise. Beep, 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 boop. And the sound of grinding clockwork gears that are all too familiar.
Eldritch blast.
You Eldritch blast Tim or the boat?
The boat.
The boat. Okay, well, you hit easily, so roll for damage.
Survival. Nine.
Okay. Yep, that's 9 damage to the warship. It all counts.
I noticed you weren't writing it down though.
I did. I typed the number 9 into a text editor.
I feel quite good with that hat. It hit and it looked powerful for one of my hits. I'm feeling quite happy about that.
You hear beep, beep, beep. Bzzz. Okay. You
It's
are.
wounded. I think we could take it. Ram.
You see the dragonkin who's been struck moments before by one of Bleakwraith's cannon, landing on the shore of a nearby archipel. It appears to be limping. In fact, onto Festivus, it appears to be limping, but it's taking shelter behind the ruins of a tavern, and it's sort of peering over and through the ruins to see what's going on, with you basically approaching that ship from behind. And Tim says, "Men, get on board. We've got invaders to repel."
Can we get on board the ship or not? Is it too high?
No, you can do as you get closer. But as you're approaching right up to the ship, numerous dwarf are emerging out of the hatch. So you're faced with 5 dwarves.
I start playing the dulcimer.
And they all just stand there going.
Oh, we should got the.
And I stand there going.
Yes, you do. Yes.
We should have got the cat to draw a bow and arrow or something.
Right, Quillen, what's the dragon doing?
The dragon is still in that tavern. Bleakwraith, however, appears to still be active, the ship itself. And it starts turning as you're incredibly close. So you're back to back like this, and it starts turning.
Right, anyone got any more ideas?
Well, that's the archipel we were heading for, so we can either stay here and fight this warship or head to land. I mean, we're not. This boat isn't really a match for that, but
no.
Unless some of your new gadgets can do something.
What about Savannah's paintbrush?
Well, if you stop playing the dulcimer, then I'm.
Well, no, I was just thinking.
It could be. You could draw something to shoot at them with, or yeah.
That's it. Is the dulcimer still going?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm going to stop playing.
Okay. What? Hey.
Quick, draw something to shoot back at the boat with.
Can we get on board yet?
Yes, you can. Quickly, doors, form up, form a shield wall.
So
another Eldritch blast. I don't want to get near it, but I want to kill it.
Can I jump past the dwarves?
Yes, they're on the roof, but around the edge of this ship is a gangway and there's like a sloped bit up to the roof.
What I want to do is try to get to the big gun.
Okay, yep, the big gun at the front. So you sprint round. Let's have an athletics roll to see how well you cope with the waves and the moving platform and this narrow walkway, whilst trying to remain out of range of a couple of pokes from dwarven halberds.
Not particularly well. Did you say athletics?
I did indeed.
That would be 7 then.
Okay. I'm going to give you the choice to take a wound from a halberd poke or to end up in the drink.
Oh, I'll take a wound.
Okay. Get the damage out. So this is +2. You take 5 damage.
Yep.
Well, that didn't seem like a very good plan, did it?
Well, can I still? I mean, obviously, am I engaged in this?
No. So this is
LA
as
now?
you've run past. You've taken
Okay, yeah.
some pokes from halberds as you've run on the sort of deck. They've poked down from the roof, and you've basically taken the wound on your way past rather than
Yeah.
end up in the drink. So you get past them and you get to the front of the boat.
Okay. So what I want to do is get to the gun and attempt to disable it by drawing something such as a hole in it or something like that.
Drawing a hole in the barrel.
Yeah, preferably near the blunt end.
So just sticking out of the ship is the end of the barrel.
Oh, I thought it was a long gun like the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It runs down the
warships.
full length, doesn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. So yes, you see the top of the barrel running down the full length. The actual bit that fires it must be somewhere inside the superstructure.
Yeah, all I want to do
then-
is vent anything that's causing the projectiles to be shot out by just drawing a hole in it.
Okay, so you draw a hole in the in the
barrel
side
of-
of the barrel.
Yeah, as far back as I can. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Preferably with a handle so I can pull it out or something like that.
With a handle? Sorry.
Well, whatever, so that I can actually cause a hole rather than. Depending on whether
you can paint a hole.
Oh, I
That's
paint
fine.
a hole. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so you paint a hole near where it goes into the superstructure,
Yeah.
and you can feel the paintbrush sort of those last bits. It's like, come on, put the paint down. There's just not much in it at the moment.
Yeah.
And but sure enough, you put a hole in it, and you hear loads of aggravated beeping coming from Bleak Wraith.
Okay, then I run back to the ship if possible.
Yep, but you're going to have to run past the barrage of halberds again. So let's have another
Can I
athletics
help
check.
by Eldritch Blast and things attacking him?
Yeah, you can Eldritch Blast at the dwarf, so make your attack roll and make your athletics save with... I'll give you advantage on it thanks to Folus's intervention.
Okay, that's 19.
It's a 10,
sorry,
but I'm
it was,
assuming that would do enough to distract him at least.
Sorry, with advantage, that's 24.
Okay, so you duck and dodge the halberds and get your way back to your own ship. You see, Kin has taken off and is flying out low over the water, heading towards you.
Okay, I'm still trying to hold the boat straight alongside the dwarven ship.
Okay, we'll
As
just wave at him.
the dwarven ship, unfortunately, is manoeuvring, is turning quicker than you, and is able to point its barrel directly at you. And you can hear the mechanism of a shot loading and clicking into place.
Okay, doing everything I can to steer out of the way of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna, like, as a last resort, I'm gonna start playing the dulcimer again. And hope
Okay.
anything will come out of it.
And therefore, I'm doing nothing.
Same.
The gun fires, and as the big ball hits the hole in the side, causing the ball to dislodge and actually take out some of the side of the gun itself. So what happens, the ball, which should have fired down this long projectile barrel, actually slightly dislodges, rips out part of the barrel, comes out the side of the gun, gets to within 30 feet of the playing dulcimer, and the ball stops in midair.
Wow, that's a really good instrument you got there.
But
Yeah.
The
Just keep
dots
going.
are starting to fade. There's only 2 butterflies left now.
Oh no! Just make sure they're out of the way.
And then there's 1 butterfly, and you're desperately trying to catch the wind. Let's have a sailing roll or survival roll from Quillen, please.
Oh wow.
You've
Yep.
gone
That's
into
fine,
irons and are stuck in the wind with just 1 butterfly left. There's just a handful of dots remaining.
I don't know what to do. Will the ball avoid our ship now?
No, it's
No.
going to hit you square on.
Well, stuck.
Okay, I stop playing and
I just
most
fall on the
definitely hit the deck.
What do you do with Savannah and Pholus?
I shout, hit the deck!
Yeah, they can't move.
Well, I stop playing. That's what I said.
Okay, you stop playing. You shout, hit the deck. Just how quickly can they react? So let's have a deck save from both of them.
Can I use deflect
Sorry,
missiles?
You can try deflecting this. It's likely to take your arm off.
Yeah, I thought that. And I don't want to damage my own blades again. So do you say Dex?
Yeah, this is Dex.
Yeah, that's. Oh god, I wish I'd get better eyesight or bigger computer. That's 15.
And you, Pholus?
8.
Okay. Savannah dexterously leaps out of the way. Pholus, unfortunately, you're too slow. You look around to see where the ball's coming from, and it's heading straight for your face. 3 meters, 2 meters, dragon in front of you. It crashes into the water off the side, having taken the brunt of the impact for you. You see Kin splashing into the water, clearly struggling and desperate. Blood everywhere as the water starts turning red around him.
Have we got any gold?
No, I'm completely out. There must be the ship somewhere.
I leap off and start swimming towards the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, stop. Try and steer the boat towards it as well.
I'm gonna go down and check the hull, see if there's any gold at all down there.
Okay, meanwhile, don't forget you still have 5 dwarfs on top of this ship.
Oh yeah. I do it anyway, I'll worry about them in a minute.
Okay. They start clambering down off the roof as you disappear into the hold of the ship. Okay, I'd like you to make a perception check, please, Ardus. And yeah, just that for the moment. Quillen, what are you? So you're trying to maneuver the ship to turn around toward the dragon?
Yep, just and steer it away from the other ships so they can't board anyway.
And Savannah?
If I can throw one of my -2 shuriken at the dwarves just to keep them off balance.
-2 shuriken.
Yeah, you gave me some cogs from the previous workshop. Oh, actually, no, they would have been taken off me, wouldn't they? So
Yeah.
guarding, I suppose, at the moment.
No, I don't suppose they would have assumed the cogs to be a weapon. So I'll let you keep them, actually.
Draw them.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, so I'll just throw at them to keep them off balance. If I hit, great.
Okay, let's have 2 rolls from you then, I guess.
One of them 8 and 15 with a bonus. No, they're -2, aren't they? But the bonus to start with is out of my sight.
Would be your dex bonus. Your proficiency bonus would be cancelled out, so you just get your dex bonus.
Oh yeah, that'd be +5. So one would be 13 and one would be 20.
Okay, well they both hit.
Oh, okay. And are they -2 on damage as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't got so what's that? A D4 divided by 2?
It's D4 -2,
D4 -2. Okay.
but it doesn't heal.
Okay, that's 1 and 2. Then
1
it's
and
up to
2.
3.
Okay, you land 2 shuriken on Tim.
Oh, I wasn't even aiming for him.
Good shot.
Hey, Folus, you reach Kin, who's in the water, and looks like he's struggling even to stay afloat.
I get to his mouth and I give him the gold that I happen to have on me.
How much is that?
13.
Oh, wait a minute. Wouldn't that be... No, okay, I'll let you have that, yeah. So 13 gold was that.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Ardus, what was your perception roll?
10.
Okay, can you roll me a d4, please?
Oh, good. Okay. 1.
You find 1 gold piece.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, you kind of failed the roll.
I know. I was doing character, so. God's sake. What am I supposed to do with 1 gold piece?
I'll shout to Ardis. Come over here. I've got some, but I can't leave the helm.
Oh, good. I'll add my 1 gold piece to it.
Well, you'll have to take it. I can't leave. I can't.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay. I got 20.
Okay.
Jump, lads! Jump! And 5 dwarves try to board your ship.
Okay, Savannah's ready for them.
Damn the dwarves.
3 of them succeed. One of them, of course, is Tim.
Here's Tim.
I think Tim.
Right, so Bolus is in the water. Ardus, you've just picked up some gold from Quillen.
Yep. Okay. So, is Kin sort of still
Kin
in the
is
water afloat? Or?
now seems to be able to stay just about keeping himself above the water now, but
Okay.
is obviously wounded. It looks like his wing's broken.
Okay. Is it a sack of gold or like a barrel or something?
I don't know, how much did you have?
Like a person's
I had 20, so it's probably just like
Yeah.
a money pouch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, in that case, I try and lean over the side, and I say, "Hey, up here!" And I'm gonna tip out the gold so he can just like eat it, almost like a seal.
Kin looks at the gold disappearing into the water, looks slightly surprised, and goes,
No. I
And
wait
dives
for him
down.
to. I wait for him to look up, so he knows what I'm gonna do.
yeah, he gets that. And then, of course, yeah, and dives under the water. I'm actually going to make him check for that, because he's got disadvantage. Survival. Yeah, so he's got some of the gold and is somewhere under the water. Okay. You're facing 3 dwarves. Let's have initiative.
From everyone, or
Yeah. You beat the dwarves. You're deciding amongst yourselves because I rolled a 2.
what is it? My
20.
initiative? Ooh, I got 23.
20.
5.
The highest I heard called out was 20, so that'll be Folus.
No, 23.
Oh, 23. Oh, right, sorry, Ardus, so you're first.
Cute. Okay, so. Well, okay, I look at my new dulcimer and I think to myself, I really hope you can still do the old tricks as well as the new one. So I'm gonna look out for where the dwarves are and hopefully cast a sleep spell on them.
Okay, roll a 5d8, please.
3. I do have 5 somewhere nearby. Okay, I'll just roll. Okay. Oh, that's not a very good roll. 15, 2, 17, and 5 is 22.
Two of the dwarves stop, but Tim is still mobile. So two of the dwarves fall asleep.
Okay. Cool.
One of them
I breathe a
actually,
sigh of relief.
having just landed on the deck, drops off into the water. Now that does wake him up, but he immediately starts struggling. And the dwarves who didn't make the jump are now, one of them's holding onto the boat, one of them's holding onto his friend, the other one's trying to he's trying to hold on or grab the dwarf that's just fallen in the drink. So you've got a sort of a chain of dwarfs in the water.
I just smirk at them.
Okay, I think Pholus was next.
Yes, I am going to swim at the chain of dwarfs and monkey climb up them onto the boat.
So that chain of dwarfs is
Right.
hanging off of Bleak Wraith. So you're climbing. Are you intending to get to Bleak Wraith?
I will try to get onto any boat right now.
Okay. So you swim at the chain of dwarves. They're very much struggling because some of them can't swim. They're holding equipment which they're shedding off as quick as they can. And so let's have it's going to be the athletics check, I think.
Athletics, I am all right on. That's a 5.
Okay, so you get to the dwarves, but in amongst all the flailing, your plan to climb over them and disrupt them as you got back on the boat just doesn't work, and you just end up having a sort of a bit of a splashing fight with them. Okay, Savannah.
That's the hardest.
Yeah, Savannah looks at Tim and says, "We meet again," before attacking him with both ends.
Okay, let's have some attack rolls and damage
Yeah,
rolls.
I think that'll be 2 attacks, I think. Um, 22 and 11
the 22 hits.
is now 1d 6 plus 5. That would be 8.
I think I'll just give him an extra 10 if you hit that hard. Sorry, didn't say that out loud. So you pirouette into Tim, slashing him left, right, and centre, and doing him a fairly hefty wound. So the next person in initiative, I think, was Quillen.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we got left, yeah.
Well, I see that Pholus is still in the water, so I'm trying to get our boat over to where Pholus is now.
So having tacked around towards Kin, you now start tacking back the other way, and as things are just all moving around and stuff.
Yeah.
So you swing it back the other way. Let's have a survival roll to see how effectively you manage to get close to Pholus.
So that is survival. That's 12.
Okay, you get reasonably close in closing the distance, so Pholus will be able to get back on board next go if he so chooses. And now it's over. Oh, now it's the dwarf, so it's Tim. Tim kicks the dwarf that's asleep on the deck in the balls. I'm going to take a couple of hit points off him, but he does wake up. Then he pulls.
Does Trix come over?
Balls!
But he can't do anything.
So he is now awake. And Tim then draws his long sword and starts hacking away at Savannah, because he's pretty annoyed with the fact that he just got hit and stuff. So he rolls a natural 20.
Ooh.
And I'm sure I wrote his damage up, but here's some. Oh, there it is. So that will be 15 damage.
And you thought I hit hard?
So his longsword embeds itself firmly in your upper leg.
Ow. Is all I've got to say.
Combat stuff happens. Still alive, right? I haven't killed you yet.
No. Not this
Well,
time.
no, technically I have.
Yeah.
Okay, over to Ardis.
Right, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna look for any kind of clumps of dwarfs, if there are any that are together. Obviously not ones that are in the water, because I don't need to really worry about them.
Well, you've got two on the deck that are
Mhm.
reasonably close together, one of whom is fighting Savannah, the
Yep.
other one's getting up, and then there are three in the water who are very close together.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna start playing something else on the dulcimer in order to cast Cloud of Daggers at the
Okay.
two that are on the deck.
Okay. So is that the one where you have to position it in physical space, because there's a
Yeah.
chance Savannah might, so you're going to try and position it so that Savannah doesn't have to?
Yes.
Okay, so did they make a save with that one?
I haven't written it down.
I don't think they do.
No.
Or is it just when they start the turn?
Yeah, I think it's when you start your turn in the thing, but you don't need to make a save for it.
We'll go with that for now then, although I've no idea how much damage it does. But I will give
It's
Savannah...
4.
Here we go. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay, right,
There's no save.
that's fine. We'll just go with that then. So 4d4 damage. Okay, so yeah, you cast Cloud of Daggers. That starts raining down. Meanwhile, Pholus, you're next to three dwarves. One of them gets a large dragon's maw appearing either side of it as it closes. And then that maw sinks down into the water, and the two dwarves either side are grabbed by large dragon claws and brought down under the water. You see blood in the water.
There you go, man.
Your
Breathing
go.
with those new lungs. Like inspiration for that, or is that too far away from the original?
Oh, sorry. Which song was that? Sorry,
Breathing new lungs.
Okay, yeah. We'll go for that. Yeah, have inspiration.
Okay, can I get onto any boat?
Yes, you're close enough to your own boat to get back on board.
Okay, I get on board.
Okay.
Can I do anything else?
I'll allow you to move.
Okay, I move towards the other guy who isn't Tim with my halberd out,
Okay.
and I'm like, finally I get to use this thing.
Don't get too close. He's currently in a cloud of daggers.
Okay,
Okay.
but close enough to him.
I think Savannah was next.
Okay, so assuming there's a cloud of daggers right in front of me, I'm going to step back.
Oh yeah, it's immediately in front of you.
Yeah. And so I suppose the only thing I can really do apart from waiting for them to die is throw a shuriken at them.
Okay.
So,
The shuriken of pointlessness.
yeah, pretty much. It feels wrong to just stand there and watch them die, though. Maybe I'll just throw one. That was a natural 20.
Okay, that's 2 damage to Tim.
Yeah.
Okay. You just wish that was a proper attack now. So next up is Quillen.
Yeah, Quillen seeing that Savannah's in damage, he'll move forward to try and help him draw a sword and attack Tim.
Okay, bear in mind if you get close enough to attack Tim,
Okay.
you're in the cloud of daggers.
Well, I don't know how far away they are from me at the moment, because I assume I'm at the back of the tiller.
Yeah, I presume so. So they'll be somewhere amidships, I guess.
Yeah. So I'll move in anyway, but not.
Okay, so you move up and stand next to Savannah.
Yeah.
Right, that's everybody. So, dwarves go. Let's have the damage of the cloud onto Tim, first of all. Until 12 damage. Oh, blimey. That is bad. And the other guy
Is Tim
dies.
going to die?
The other guy dies. Tim emerges from the cloud of daggers. He has lacerations all over him. He looks absolutely furious. And he brings back his longsword with a face of pure hatred, slashes down at Savannah hard, and rolls a 10, which
No
misses.
chance. Yeah. Savannah
I suspect he
dodges
is, yes.
nimbly out of the way.
Okay, the other dwarf also emerges from the cloud of daggers, but in the form of a pool of blood. Kin emerges from the water at high velocity, going straight up. He's holding two dwarves. He does look badly wounded, does Kin. He really has, given it his all. He's the small dragon. But as he gets to a bit of an altitude, he drops the two dwarves and flies off. As he's flying, you see he does have a bit of a limp in his wings. Ardus, your go.
Okay. Okay. Right. How far away is Tim at this point?
He's quite close to you.
Is he 15 feet or less?
Yeah, sure.
All right. In that case, I'm going to start playing yet again another tune and cast Thunderwave towards him.
Ooh.
Okay.
I need to make a con save.
Yeah. What's the DC? Because you might have done it.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check. Because I'm not sure if I modified it, but then it might not. Yeah.
Would this be your charisma
That's my
bonus plus 2? Plus 10.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, hold on. Charisma plus 2. Oh, right, okay. It's 15. Yeah, I definitely didn't update it.
And that does 2d8 damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2d8 and pushes him back by 10 feet.
Yeah. So, Tim, his body already heavily lacerated from daggers, as the thunder wave hits him, the lacerations in his skin are torn and pulled, and bits of the subcutaneous layers of his skin and muscle emerge and erupt slightly from these lacerations that are now pulled wide open. His eyes burst. He's flung back away from your ship, up into the air, away from your ship. His head is caught on the broken barrel of Bleakwraith as he flies past it, breaking his neck as his head is flung forward hard as his body is being pushed back so far. This causes him to topple over and over as he splashes into the water and begins to sink in a pool of blood.
Wait, he was mine.
I actually get out a pipe and light it.
So from Forsyth's point of view, he sort of pulled himself up onto the ship, ran ready to use this halberd he's been dying to use since he's got it. Run right up to a guy who's just killed right in front of him in a cloud of daggers. And as he looks up for somebody else to kill, then Tim has just erupted throughout the sky.
Yep, pretty much.
And he just finds his head.
Okay. Yeah, Bleakwraith is his thralls are dead and has a broken barrel. So presumably he will now be on his way to some other clockwork device somewhere else in the world.
Anybody got a watch?
Beep, 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 boop.
No, sorry.
Right. So, presumably then you sail off towards Festivus.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, you arrive on Festivus. The dock is empty of boats as you pull up. There is a large crowd of people who were trying to get off the island, a good sort of 30 or 40 people, and they see your boat arriving. They say, how much for your boat? How much for your boat? And then before you know it, you've been stampeded as people, all of these people just try and force their way onto the boat as you're trying
Are
to
they
get off.
giving us money?
No.
Damn
Oh,
it.
poking with sharp things then.
You're overwhelmed by people. You have a choice. You can either stay on this boat as it presumably sinks or sails on somewhere, or climb off onto the pontoon.
Yeah, I think
Try and climb off.
Get off. Yeah, get off.
Yeah.
Yeah. As this crowd of people try to disorganize things, because like almost everyone in Moraine can sail a boat, so you've got 40 people all trying to be captain, which is far too many for the boat anyway. The boat's listing under the weight of people. People are pushing people over the side to try and reduce the or increase the buoyancy of the vessel. And it's quite a sad scene, really.
As we're walking away, I nudge Ardis. You avenged Dax. The first one. Sort of high five.
Dax, what about him?
You avenged him. Tim killed him.
You
You
did,
killed him.
you're right. Hey, well, and I sort of brushed it down and go, well, you know. I knew that. I totally knew that.
I got him on the run though.
I kind of look up to the sky and salute Dax with my pipe. That's still smoke.
You emerge into the main plaza of Festivus. There is the ruins of a tavern there, which has a couple of people milling around, and you see the opera house opposite. Its front windows smashed. It's where you told Ardis to go.
Right. Okay. I head towards the opera house. I start shouting for Ardis to get his ass out here.
You get inside the foyer, and you see all of the stuff you saw before, the grand red carpets. Everything's all a bit smashed up, though. You see blood on the foyer floor. A lot of it looks like a dragon was bleeding in here. You see, the sort of the empty ticket stands and the little windows where you got to buy tickets and stuff, and of course the walkthrough towards the theatre itself that passes the bar.
Where is he?
Knowing
Where's the-
Ardis,
yeah,
I
you know
look
where
around
he'll
the
be.
bar area.
Didn't you say you hid last time you were here?
Careless.
Yes, I
What
did.
You
did
head
you hide?
towards the bar area, and as you sort of emerge round the corner, you see a very wounded kin being serenaded via the bagpipes of original Ardis.
I sort of wave the others over.
What's he doing here?
Ah, is this what happened?
Yeah. This
How
is
you
exactly what happened.
how you feeling? Any
Can you play any
different?
healing songs?
Hi there! You told me he was dying! Turns out he just likes a good tune.
Wait, who's that? Is that Trix?
That's kin.
Oh, that's Kin.
Thank you for your help with Bleak Wraith. I am sure without your aid I would have been defeated. Have done well.
I bow low to him.
My name
I-
is Kin. I am the maker of the earth, the creator of this world. You are holding my paintbrush. That is what I made the world with.
It seems to be very useful, but what are its real powers? How do you use it?
That is the brush of creation. The world was but a painting. Until Salin ruined it.
Well, we're going to ruin him.
needs to be remade, returned to its original form, and hung back up on the Gallery of the Gods.
Well, I've got a paintbrush as a start. Might take me a while.
Tio tells me you are going to destroy Salen's control over time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Good, good. Such a accursed thing, time.
Yeah, as he says that, I look at my hand and see if it's got any more opaque.
It has. You are about 93% opaque.
Shouldn't you be more solid now? Shouldn't you?
I am more solid.
Oh.
Look.
Well, that's good. It's working. But we've still got two of you.
I know.
Spare.
I go and I give Spare just a hug.
I see, yes, the dichotomy of travelling back through in time. You must recreate the circumstances of your departure in order to continue existing. But it does not matter. If we destroy Salen's reach before you travelled back in time, then none of it will matter. Both exist forever.
Okay.
Hmm.
Then we must get there quickly.
Yeah, Savannah's not so happy about that, but he keeps his mouth shut.
Do you know when you reach Sauron's reach? How long have we got to get there?
You have a few days.
Can you
This
take
one-
us over? Can
Sorry.
you take us over to the mountain to save time?
No, I must heal, but Mixon will take you.
She didn't turn up.
She's been busy, but now that Bleakwraith is dealt with, she will take you. As those wyverns are causing a problem. They should be here soon. You will find her. Go wait in the plaza.
I bow to Kim. Then go out.
Thank you for the tune, young Ardus.
You're welcome.
No, the other Ardus.
Well, technically that's me, and I did play it.
Oh, yes. Good point.
It was easy to come apart when one was blue.
I can still punch the other one again if you like.
No. He
Oh,
seems to be okay now. He seems to have become convinced to do what he should do.
Yes, but, says Ardus, I think I'm meant to do it with some other people.
Yes, you are. Where are the others?
Weren't you going to come with me?
we are now.
Yeah.
So I'm coming with you, or you're coming with me?
I think we're going to the same place.
Right.
Yes.
Same thing. isn't it?
Right. Okay. All right.
We're just going to do it quicker,
I see. Okay. Good.
I think.
I'll come with you then. Nice meeting you, Kin. You know that bastard took all my gold.
Thank you.
I had quite a lot of mine as well.
Dragons eat gold to heal, stupid. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I saw the effect. Yeah. And they really don't, you know. Right. Let's set off then. So you emerge in the main plaza when in comes Mixon. She lands in the main plaza. I was hoping to see you again. I'm glad I
told
have.
you were a dragon.
You did. You did. And thank you. Thank you for your faith in me.
It's okay. We didn't chuck you off the building.
Only I'm still trying to come to terms with it all. It's a lot to take in. And
Yeah.
there hasn't been much time to think it through clearly yet. I'm looking forward to the flight to Salen's Reach. I'm hoping it gives me a time to reflect on what this means for the world and existence and, well, deep things you wouldn't understand as mortals. I'm sorry. I don't know how I would begin to explain the implications of what it means to be a metallic dragon and what the world means. Time.
Yeah. Why does Kim seem to want everything to stop?
Time is an invention of Salen when he fractured the world. This is what I need to reflect on myself.
But surely if time stops, us normal mortals won't exist.
No, you will exist forever. The world is so broken when time moves. People die and grow old and become frail and hurt. There is much pain and suffering in time. Without time, you live in the moment. You become
Yes.
perfectly happy. But with time, wars happen, death happens. There
But
is so
time
much suffering
heals.
in the world.
But time also heals.
No, it's entropy. Time always kills.
No,
But slowly.
time definitely. Humans cause the opposite of entropy. We cause things to become more ordered, and we need time to do that.
Life is insignificant against the power of the earth and the heavens.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
must reflect on the bigger picture here. We must put the painting back together, so the other dragons want. I am still unsure as to what I want.
Yeah, so are we. So am I.
But in perfect stillness, there can exist perfect happiness.
No, there can exist nothing if you can't experience time.
Well, as a dragon, I still would. You must understand, we exist outside of time.
Yeah, so
But
the
for
dragons
the
would be
rest
quite happy, but the rest of us wouldn't.
And this world is just one painting in the gallery of the gods. We have been trapped here for some time.
So wouldn't you be better if you left this realm to another painting
We've
and
been
leave us
trapped.
as we are?
We've been trapped here fighting the forces of so-called evil for 1,000 years. I say we, I mean, I was born to the Queen, but the dragons, the winged Trinity, they were defeated by the Queen 1,000 years ago, tricked, the Queen's husband slain, but she arrived here with her son, born shortly after her arrival. And together with Salen, the hag, and the Wyvern Mother, all the creatures from outside of this world, they have sought to maintain time, whilst the winged Trinity have been stuck here, living a plain existence, and going from one life to the next, unknowing of who they are. They have just been awoken, as have I, a newborn into this world that I'm quite fond of. But I am also a dragon.
So now there are 4 metallic dragons. Can you not defeat the 3 and then leave this world to exist outside of time?
You seem to not understand. The winged Trinity want to put the world back together as it was, to repaint over the cracks, to end time. It is the
Surely,
Queen, her son, Salen, the hag, and the broodmother. It is they who seek to perpetuate time, and Bleakwraith, who has now been defeated. Well, Bleakwraith can't be killed, of course, as none of us can, but now be in some insignificant puppet somewhere.
yes, but this painting, as you call it, is only one of many, as you say. Why not just move to many of the others within the universe?
The painting exists within our world. And for as long as time exists in this painting, our world is, and all of our worlds, and all of our paintings, and all of our creations continue to be influenced by the time that exists here.
Okay, I'm with you now. So really, we would be much better off if the Winged Trinity hadn't awoken.
In many ways, yes. In many ways, it is the Winged Trinity, the creator gods themselves, who do not seek your best interests if you wish to continue to experience time. But, like I said, time is a bringer of much suffering.
Must think on this more. But I urge you not to decide in haste.
Well, I'm hoping the flight to Saren's Reach gives us time to ponder. And it's at that moment that you notice the sky to the north is filling up with lots of dots like a flock, a large flock of large creatures are getting closer and closer. And one dot is soon not a dot at all. It's much larger than the others. Mixon notices this too. It's the brood mother. The brood mother and her flock have arrived. It is the Wyverns. They are now outnumbered.
How are you thinking of getting past that lot?
Not by flying. There has to be another way to reach Saren's Reach.
Yeah, Artis said something about another way.
I did. Or do you mean him?
No, which one's which now?
Something under the mountain, I'm being told by Tio.
Yeah, go on, you've told us that before. There's a way through under the mountain.
Savannah, can't you paint like an entrance to the mountain or something?
No, it's, we're gonna have to take the top off the mountain.
How do you
This
take the
is-
top off a mountain?
Well, the
Carefully.
only one way I would normally do it is, I suppose, if I were to do it, would be to step out of the painting. Usually you do that at the scar. If we made a new scar,
First, what about your book?
That's what I'm thinking. Can we use the book and step through the mountain?
book could be used to turn the mountain into the painting. The book could be used to create a new scar. You have the book. The book that can take us into the realm of the gods. You have the book.
The book can take us into the realm of the gods.
You didn't tell us that.
I thought it could only get us through like walls and stuff.
No. It is the ultimate portal. The portal. That is the ultimate weapon.
It looks like a book to me.
It's useful.
You see,
No, it's
you
not.
didn't need your halberd at all. You've
Show
got
them
the ultimate
photos.
weapon.
That would create a scar in the world so powerful it would shatter it if it were not already shattered. That is the most destructive force. It shouldn't be used inside the world. How did you come by this?
It was given to me. You gave it to me.
By Tio.
I see.
I would,
Tio wants you to use it to wreck the world. He wants to destroy the world, hoping to destroy Saren's machine. He can't use it himself. He needs to be away from the epicenter when it happens. That's why he's sending you to Saren's Reach. You have been manipulated.
Yeah, we were sort of getting that impression.
But with a small enough reading, you might be able to slip out of this world. Dangerous.
When you say small enough reading, what do you mean? What, a couple words or a page? Which...
When the world was shattered, the whole book was read.
Who read it?
Garland.
So why was it in Maggie Cryer's tomb then?
Tio must have uncovered it in his life. You'd have been naturally drawn to it. It is a godly artifact from the god's realm. You might be able to take the top of the mountain off with it, but you must be careful how much you read. You could shear a hole in all of existence.
I take a step back from Folus and put my arms up.
All that mucking around with the dwarves, and all you had to do was read the book.
Well, we had to kill Tim ourselves. It was a matter of pride and revenge and honour. Well, we have to take Ardis to go forward in time, don't we? And then we can destroy the book.
Well, we've got to get into the mountain in order to keep Ordai. So I think we need to do that anyway, but we still need to decide how we use it.
We need to decide quick if those wyverns are coming.
Yeah. I mean, do we need to be on the mountain or away from the mountain? Where do you stand to do this sort of thing? We do it from here and then go to the mountain after it's destroyed?
I think I could fly you over close enough.
Can you take all of us?
I'm not sure I could. But yes. Yes, over a short enough run. Yes, I'm sure I could.
Right, come on then, guys.
Somewhat reluctantly this time, Savannah gets on the dragon.
No, not on my back. Not all of you. I'm not strong enough on my back. I will have to carry you.
Well, he's even less impressed.
Can we tie ourselves to you?
I will hold you.
Oh, don't scratch the armour, it's new.
Don't scratch us full stop.
Yeah, I've got no clothes.
The dragon catches one of you in each claw.
What about other Ardis?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
We need him. He's the most important.
I
Yeah.
suppose the little one could go on my back. Lie across it, spread your weight. Now, I'm going to have to take off by walking on the underside of my hands. And it awkwardly builds up speed, walking like this. Yeah.
Oh.
And then the wings start rippling, and it eventually starts generating lift and gets airborne. And starts flying out towards the western ranges and building up altitude to fly up over the mountains. As it does so, behind you, the wyverns descend across the city. You can see that there's a lot of fighting going on. There's all sorts of sides here. You've got the original curators, the orcs per se. You've got the people of the city. You've got the 3 dragons. You've got the other 2 dragons. There's loads of dragons everywhere. You've got the hag who's casting spells from atop her tower, and there's stuff going on everywhere. You've got the navy firing off. You've got the red guard. You've got the green guard. All sorts of different sides, and a lot of people aren't even sure who to be shooting at. So all sorts of stuff's going off in the city, and there's fires blazing, and it's all happening off behind you as as Mixon flies up higher and higher to get above the height of the mountains. By the time she gets that high, you can tell she's quite out of breath. And eventually, she starts flying over the top of the largest mountain. Now is the time, but I have no idea how much you should read.
Go on, Folus, hurry up!
I hope you can read for us.
I read about a paragraph.
Okay. The mountain beneath you starts turning to paint. And you can actually see, with such a large area being affected, you can actually see through into the realm of the gods. You can see a hallway made of pure gold. And you can see ornate sculptures and works of art. It all looks incredibly magnificent. And on the walls of gold, you can see row upon row of painting, all of which contain what seems to be multiple universes. Within those paintings, it's almost like you can look right into them and see in incredible detail, right down to the microscopic level, and it's so overwhelming. And as you finish reading the paragraph, the paint ripples away down the side of the mountain, starts tumbling down the sides. As you close it, the paint itself evaporates and lifts off the mountain, evaporates, and you see the dust cloud and huge avalanches starting as the whole top comes off the mountain and begins tumbling down the sides.
That sounds like about enough.
Wow.
Somewhere down there is a surprised Yeti.
Artist, do you want to go visit the Yeti?
No.
Wasn't he in a warehouse full of gold?
Yeah, that was...
That is where all the gold is, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should pay a visit to that place.
In fact, you can see that from where you are, and currently you can see the tail of a gold dragon in there.
I
Okay,
don't
hope
think
that's
it'll be as
fair.
profitable as it used to be.
No, maybe not quite as much as there used to be in there.
Okay. Mixon says, I shall take you into the mountain. You seem to have exposed an ancient passageway. And starts descending. And as you descend into the top of the mountain and into the passageway, and she puts you down, you take one look across the city beneath you, and you see, heading towards you, is an ancient red dragon.
Oh, more dragons.
Quick, she says. We must get there fast.
Which way?
Make a... let me see, I suppose, sort of history roll for you, Ardis, isn't it?
Depends which one you're talking to.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Ooh, 21.
That'll do it. You remember the way, so yeah, we'll just cut through because we're running a little low on time. So you navigate through all the twisting passages and eventually find your way to the door that opens up to Salen's Reach. You found it. And you work your way inside. You get into Salen's Reach Crucible. You are there, all of you, with Mixon. What do you do?
I complain about how many torches I had to use to get down here.
It's just, I'll say, I always heard these stories you were telling about the Crucible and time travel, but I didn't actually believe you.
This is it. Yep.
Wow. What does it all do then?
Well,
Everybody
it
looks at
controls
Ardis.
time. It makes things go forwards and backwards.
But if we destroy this, then we destroy ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, we need to send other artists forward,
Was it
then
gold?
backwards first, and then we can decide what we're doing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Crucible itself, I think, is made of brass.
Oh, brass.
The outer walls, I think, are brass. Mixon approves of this, by the way.
So we send the other Ardis back, and then we
Yeah,
try to come
so
up with.
you move the planetarium back 3 months in time, and Ardus,
Shove him out the door.
old Ardus, is shoved out the door. But your Ardus starts to fade as you do so. Alone,
Oh.
says old Ardus. Would I survive Silence Reach alone? I'll come with you, says Mixon. And she walks outside to join him. Current Ardus is still looking fairly transparent, though.
Should we
This
go
isn't
back?
good.
This isn't
Savannah
working.
walks out as well.
And you get a little bit more solid there, Ardus, just a touch.
Why do I get the feeling I have to do this by myself?
I hug our Ardis and I step out with the other one.
Your Ardus or Jay's Ardus gets a little bit more solid with that, but still only 80%.
Well, it does look like you're on your own, I'm afraid.
All right.
You want the book?
Yeah.
I'll step outside.
Okay, so Mixon says, you know, if you guys are coming, you know, Savannah, you died. Quillen, you will die too. Folus, you will also die.
Maybe.
The only one who survives is Ardus. You know this, right? We all die.
That is only if time carries on in the same way.
If time repeats, we've gone back 3 months to do what has just happened. We will all die.
Yeah. Well, we now have more tools.
Well,
But surely I won't, because I'm somewhere else now.
You're taking the place of another. The only difference, I suppose, is me.
Yeah, you are definitely different.
There is a small glimmer of hope, but it's likely we all die. If you're prepared to accept that, then this is your choice. And
I
Ardus can
have
go
been
on
pretty
living.
sure that I was going to die since I started traveling with these.
Well, we have the book and we have the paintbrush now, so,
And the dulcimer.
well, not really.
No, the Dulcimer will be with you, Ardus.
Oh, all right. I see. With okay.
Wow. I mean, is the crucible shut now, or is the door still open?
Door's still open at this moment.
Oh,
Should
how
we
much are
take
you
it?
intending on breaking this thing?
I won't break
Well,
it this
we
time.
can't break time.
We nearly did. Oh, they nearly did last time.
No, I think we just disabled it. We didn't break time itself. We can, we must do something differently. Yeah, maybe we have to say goodbye to old orders and settle for new orders.
Indeed, that is what must happen now, says Mixon. But what you do with the machine, what you do with the crucible, determines the fate of the whole world. And it is your decision to make.
Well, I don't see how we can take the decision to stop time.
It's just death by another name.
Yeah. If you're with us, Mixon, then we won't wreck the machine.
Then I will protect it. I will remain here and guard the crucible as best as I can.
But if the other dragons come, are you going to be able to fight them off?
No. No, but when the time comes in 3 months' time, I will do all I can to fight alongside the Queen, the Prince, the Hag in the Tower, Bleak Wraith, and Sarlin. Perhaps I will fly to Sarlin.
So, how can we help?
We must make sure that when the Winged Trinity are revealed in 3 months' time, when they discover who they are, we must make sure that the world is ready.
This may sound like an awful act, but what if we kill them before they're dragons?
If we can find out who they are. I did meet them. I think I know some of them. I may be able to find them.
You know where one lives?
Yes. That might just work. To kill the creator gods. Set ourselves free. If that is what you think is the right path, then that is what we shall do.
I think that's the only way for us to be free, to remain free.
Then that is what we shall do.
But I can't speak for the rest of them.
New Ardus will be the one who goes on to live in this new world.
At least before I go, let me finish off my wine.
I think you're free to go anywhere in time, Ardus.
Really?
You go back and meet Nadikaya face to face when she's not a dragon.
That would be nice. And what if I go forward?
We'll see if we succeeded.
Then I will do that.
Do you
With
want
that-
the book? Take the book in case we don't succeed, and then you
No, I
try
think
to
we'll
do
need
something.
the book.
Yeah, Savannah's right, you need it. I'm just one halfling. And if it turns out you haven't saved the world, then perhaps I'll meet Maggie Pryor in death.
Yeah. Savannah picks up Ardus and gives him a big hug.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Savannah, I guess.
Puts him down again, pats him on the head.
I gave him a little belly rub.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Quillen will just ruffle his hair like that and say, it's been confusing.
It's been nautical.
Another big hug, and I whisper, I'll try to save Dax this time.
I'll remember forever you saving my life. I give a nod to Mixon. I take out the rest of my wine. There's not that much left, and I just sort of down it. And I go over to the crucible.
The door closes. The rest of you head off on your adventure anew. And Ardus, free to travel anywhere in time. Where do you choose to go?
I choose to go forward and see if it really did work.
And we'll join you for season 3 at some point in the future. Thank you, guys. That's it.
Thank you, Becky.
That's great, thanks.
Let's have a look for the chat. I didn't follow the chat at all this session, so let's
I like the
have a look.
Becky ruins hope.
Dragons discussing a period of time. Surely that is the definitive time scale. Boom, boom.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm kind of struggling to operate the chat at the minute. I'm like, oh, there we go.
I was the only person who got inspiration from the album, guys.
I got it.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
you used
Steffi
it.
did. Steffi did. You're the only one to use
What did
it.
I do? Oh, I beg your pardon.
I never got to use my halberd.
No, you didn't. When
I
Felix,
think that is just perfect though.
you did get to use the original one though, the proper one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one that
And
made
I
you love
shall
help.
again.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna end the broadcast now. It's the end of the campaign, guys. We made 19 episodes. Woo! So you know, loads of D&D to watch through. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the stop broadcast button. That's it. But I'll be back tomorrow with a little videoette on poisons in 5th edition and why they suck and what we can do about it, along with a couple of plant-related errors, which we shan't talk about. So, but I'm sure loads of people will in the comments because some people know this stuff a lot better than me. That's not a Bailey. It's not an antihistamine. It's an analgesic. Yes, I know now. Couldn't do my fact finding when I was in the field with no internet connection. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.